stop this, you can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your time. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt, this life ain't got no ceiling like. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt, this life ain't got no ceiling like. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, it's our main event between these Road Warriors and our home team.
And now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath.
Matthew Wright set to get this one started. And we're off and running from Memphis. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar night.
This is Ja'Cory Cross-Mary in it for the first time. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Kevin Winston in on that tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Count.
Cross-Mary on the draw. 2nd down run gets him 5. Now they've got 3rd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs turning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show. Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Ward taken right to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Ready. Hawk. Ready.
Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, we get some serious yards on the table.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Go.
Ward off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's going to fire this one deep down the near sideline. Right upon line. And he's going to be touched down in a bad spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
44 yards. That's another Memphis 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
They'll try and punch it in. Only a yard on the pickup. Now it's 2nd and goal.
That's simply a foot race to the outside that he's used to winning. Seeing him get beat there, forced to take it out of bounds near the line, well, that's just a tremendous effort and tremendous speed by that defense.
Cowboy 80. Come on.
Pollard. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Blues get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. All right, so a nice little drive they put together there in their 1st series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You can't start much better than that.
Right, ready to send this one away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard mark.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Set.
Starting on the grounds here, Kronsky Merritt. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
It's Cox. This is Jacory Kronsky Merritt. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And they're going to have a 1st down now.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle room. You call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Intended target was his running back. And now it's 2nd down.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And you couldn't do it on that one.
19 Charger. 19 Charger.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
To throw again, it's Daniels. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. This play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. The defender there to take him out just short of it. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's going to bring up first down. Daniels is going to throw again. Pass caught, 9-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from this man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Let's go.
First and goal. Krosky Merritt. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And he is in. Touchdown. These guys reach pay dirt for the first time this game. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the go.
Offense to the line. Here we go.
Come on, come on. Hit. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready,
Going to throw this one. Ward escapes the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that's good for a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. All the left side. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Blues just need 2 snaps to steal the lead.
Really had all the elements you're looking for from the tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. Grab, check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Extra point try is good by Wright. And the Blues take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
14, visitors 7.
Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down to the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone one so hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking, let's capitalize and find that end zone.
It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first. We've set it down from 37.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Daniel's going to keep it. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Still a one-possession game in the early stages. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. From the gun, running for Kronsky Merritt. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Ready?
They bring McLaurin in motion right.
Ready?
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Buys time, rolling right. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand.
Ready up.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready?
Daniels going to keep it. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground. He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ooh, option play, 2nd and goal. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. Might want to leave that call in your college game, Brock. We love seeing that, right? We both cover college, too, but probably a reason you don't see NFL offenses running that.
Yeah, the college kids, they're making some money these days, but not as much as these pros, and there's a reason that you protect that most important asset.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger. 19.
Running right side by McLaurin. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, do it through training camp, do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
They want the touchdown on 4th and goal. They're going for it from the 3.
Ready?
Going for it with Kronsky Merritt. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown! So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
They send this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Hauled in by Gray. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. Gives his own defense a little time to rest. He gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go.
Throwing now on 1st down. Ward. Forced out to his right. That's brought in by Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Come on, ready.
Here's the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Hawk, step, hiking, 18.
From the gun, it's Ward. Completed to his running back. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
That's a gain
Rhythm.
of 7.
You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Would have been a tough 54-yard field goal, so instead they're keeping the offense out there on 4th down. 4th down, pass coming. Into traffic, complete! And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Memphis in just a moment. 1st down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go, start, let go.
Again, Ward going to the air. Into a crowd, and intercepted! And they stop him before he gets much on the return. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right?
Yeah.
That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They kick the running back in motion. Out of the gun, Daniels. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Blues will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
65, ready.
Blown back, it's the handoff. He's got it in the red zone. He will not score, but that does set him up front with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
After such a magnificent run, quick story time. My first NFL start, Ricky Watters does the same thing. Gets the ball inside and near that goal line. And I get in the huddle, Ricky says, give Ricky the ball. Time to give Ricky the ball. You pay off a running back after such a tremendous effort.
Okay, ready?
Got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action.
Bronco 80. Ready?
Back-to-back carries here. On the ground, game works for the touchdown. The Blues get some late points and the lead. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Right, ready to send this one away. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. Screen pass here for Koski Merritt. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
On the jump.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. This is a heater going deep. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Roger McCreary takes it away. A lot of space ahead. And he's going to go. It's a big 6.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tail on this quarterback. He's either giving it away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping all over him.
Right on for the extra point. Up the middle, and somebody blocked it. Live ball taken inside the 25. And they'll snuff out that return before it gets too far, so just a block extra point on the play.
Boy, that's a big-time play on special teams. It's all about angles, like old men on the racquetball court. It's all about finding the right angle, and he did just that to block the extra point.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Real cool. They be on their rap to pay the bills. And now I'm finished. Not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself. Know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you saw
And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half.
Ready? Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles. Ready?
Daniels coming back after that pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
6 yards.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
50, let's go. 19 times, Corey, 70.
Throwing from the gun. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down
Hold the ready.
and 16.
Trap 60, trap, Cowboy 80.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long. They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. And that return brings us to the end of our first 2 quarters of play. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. See what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Banjo.
1st and 10 here. Ward. This is Ridley working the right side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Completes this one to Gray. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
19, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
34-yard line.
And who knows what was going on there as he's finally brought down for a huge loss.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
Now, was that last play a potential drive killer? Let's see. It is 2nd and very long.
60 Bobcats, Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now Ward. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another. He isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Bronco 80. Bronco 80. 60 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense. Sigh of relief for the defense. You got to adjust a little bit. Get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Secures this at the 17. And He's brought down before the return gets far.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10.
Go!
Drive starts with an option, right side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Bron. I don't know, what do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Come on. Set. 19 Tiger.
Throw here, third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he eats a huge hit as he tries for the marker. Almost nothing after the catch that time, Brock. It's going to be fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Ward's going to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Managed 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
70 Timberwolves.
Another carry for him. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives him the first.
34-yard line.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34.
19 Tiger, 19.
Back to the well again. And he's caught after a game of about 2. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Go!
They're looking to throw with Ward. They're setting up the screen. It's Pollard. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
Ready.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Here we go, shot. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Flush out now to his left. This one falls incomplete.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
A 52-yard attempt.
this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. From that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go. Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Chased out to his right. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. And motion the tight end over. On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. Down the field, he's got Pierce. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They strike for 23 yards. And that gives him a first down.
48-yard line.
Daniels now. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner. As he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That's not going to show up as an interception on the stat sheet, but with all these next-level stats we have today, Kate, that's what you call a turnover-worthy play. And there have been way too many of them in this one.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And that means first down.
That's good.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Daniels off the play action. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on. 19 tight. 19.
Daniels is going to throw again. Pass is cut at the 9. He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Again, Daniels to the air. On the move, headed right. And that pass is caught. They get the 2 points and a little drama now. We've got ourselves a 1-score ball game.
22.
Well, I hear you say it all the time, partner. It comes back to that word trust, and they trusted in their offense to go get those 2 points, make this a 1-score game. They do their job. Now one big play can change the entire outlook of this game for them.
Yeah, now it becomes about complementary football. As you said, the offense did their job. Now defense, can you not just get a stop? Can you get a turnover? Maybe take it to the house yourself. Either way, that conversion puts them 1 snap away from a totally different ball game.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Gonna throw this one. Ward escapes the pocket. Dumps it off to his running back. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. And second down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Ready.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Ready. Ready.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And he's finally brought down at the 45-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. That'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go. Shot. Cowboy 80.
Ward in the pistol. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
Let's go now.
And that sure altered the throw.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
From the gun, it's Ward. Buys time, rolling right. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty.
18 caught. 70 Lions.
Off the play fake, here's Ward. Has the connection to Ridley. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that is good for a first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down.
Come on. Ready.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Blues have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Right on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Blues lead by 15 now.
37. Visitors 22. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Right, ready to send this one away. Okay, well, that was over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All set to go now from the 35. On first down, here's Daniels. Great pass here for Krosky Merritt. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Flushed out of the pocket. That's caught as McLaurin downfield. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. First and 10 from the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Slot man motioned over. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They got 21 yards on the play. And they're going to have a first down now.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. They send the tight end in motion. To throw again, it's Daniels. Forced out to his right. Completed to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, a schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Five still to go here. This is second down.
Ready? Panther 60.
To the air again. Daniels escapes the pocket. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They send a tight end in motion. 3rd and short, Daniels. It's caught by McLaurin. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route 2K. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Going power to the big tight end. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Run it out of the pistol. Kronsky Merritt. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Here's a give straight up the middle. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal.
68.
It'll go quickly to the right. Touchdown. These guys can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great hard field quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Pass return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
First and 10 from the 32.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Chased out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first 2 plays on this drive. I think it's got everybody, you and me, every fan believing, well, they're only 1 play away from putting points on the board.
They'll come up on first and 10.
Let's go now. Six.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And some nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Ready?
The give here on second. And he will have the first down there. They can start to celebrate now. That's going to lock up this victory for them. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good start here today. Getting the win in Week 1. Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills, we're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. Hardy on the return. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
11 Thomas.
Play action now. Burrow. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Gain 15 there. And the Bengals have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Burrow on first down. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Burrow setting up the play action. Dump off caught by his back. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Cuts his way through a tackle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
He's caught. Chase has it. And they bring him down around the 34. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on fourth down. Keeps this drive moving.
Here we go, here we go.
10 at the 34-yard
Right,
line.
80. Playing hot.
Shotgun handoff to Harvey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
34-yard line.
Hot. Hot.
Burrow from the gun. On the move, headed right. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. Oh, and how will he sling it at this opening drive, Brock? Not sure we expected to see an incompletion, but his perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
And kind of the feeling out process, right? I think you find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side. I have a sense there'll be some completions and incompletions along the way.
It's complete to Gesicki outright. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this fourth down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down. They pull off the conversion. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 14-yard
Gun.
line.
Hot. Can. Hot.
From the red zone now. Cut out left. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up third down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from. Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Here we go, here we go. That.
Fourth down, Burrow. Buys time, rolling right. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
This is Jacory Kronsky-Merritt getting it for the first time. They'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready up.
Crowd sets. This is 3rd and 5.
Come on. Set.
They've got a man in motion.
Ready.
It's Kronsky-Merritt on 3rd. The Commanders ready for the punt. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. He fields it at his 43. Jerks away from one. And he gets him a nice chunk on that return on the final play of our first quarter. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this.
I'm one, ready?
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll take over here following that punt to end the first. Hits his running back. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. So 20 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now toss. This is Harvey. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Escapes out to the left. He can run it. And they're going to have 1st and goal, Brock, as he gets out of bounds right around the 9.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals get the game's first points here in the second. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Bengals take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Look at my team. Go.
Starting on the ground here, Kronsky Merritt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Man in motion here. Firing quickly out of line, Daniels. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
And the Washington first down.
Kronsky Merritt gets it from the gun. Across midfield at the 45. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Washington first down. All set to go now from the 35. Daniels on first down. Rolling out to his left. Now he takes it. Across the 20, continuing to work. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, a carry by McLaughlin. Give him 4 yards before he stops Gronk at 2nd down.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, keeps that defense honest.
Ready up.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, come on. Set.
From the gun, a run for Kronsky Merritt. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Commanders tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Needed a lot more to reach the landing zone, so the drive going to start at their own 40-yard line. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short.
On one, ready?
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow to the air now. And set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Here we go. Side. 180. 180. Side.
Off the play fake. Burrow. Headed out right. He brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
It's this set. Side.
It's a 3rd down give to Harvey. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down. Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More from Paycor Stadium on the other side.
On 2, ready?
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go. Side.
One play action here. Burrow. Rolling left, buying some time. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And now they face 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
11 Thomas. Stop.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Getting out to his left. Going deep down the left sideline. Brought in inside the 20. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Big shot.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get some late points and the lead. Well, partner, with the increased focus on receivers now in the ground game, the jet sweep, it's a weapon all 32 teams and coaches have to rely on for offense. And for the good ones, it can be a lucrative play to have ready, too.
Yeah, lucrative on the scoreboard, certainly, Caden. Don't forget about lucrative for the wallet, too. Next time his agent's at the negotiating table, he's going to be sure to bring plays up like that one. You mentioned the value he could bring beyond the work of just catching the football.
Returning it from the 4. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
From the 6.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Back all 80.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Let's go now. Back to 50.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. For the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Forced out to his right. Rolling, and takes a deep shot down the middle. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
4th down, the offense is staying on the field. They're going for it.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
He's back to throw. He's looking deep once again. Throwing across his body, and it backfires. Interception. Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Bengals do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our 1st half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The 1st half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our 2nd half. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Option design here. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Let's
kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. A quick throw completed out to the left. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Come on, come on. Hit.
Man in motion out of the slot.
60 Bison.
Daniels now on first down. Screen pass here for Kosky Merritt. Into the secondary past the 40. Down the sideline into the red zone. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Looking inside the red zone. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test an outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Daniels is going to throw again. Setting up the screen. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal. McLaughlin fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. And deep in their own territory, they're going to take possession now after the fumble.
I'll tell you this, inside the 5-yard line, that ball has got to be welded to your body at times. Under no circumstances can it come free. Whether someone puts a helmet on it or those players are just ripping it from both sides.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Gun.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. He finds his back, Harvey. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule or it takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
He put everything he's got behind it. And it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL.
Here we go.
Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of the main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Pass it downfield. It's Chase. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They get 23 on that one. And the Bengals have a first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done with purpose.
He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals push their lead further to start the half. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25. To the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Until he drops off to Krosky Merritt. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Flush down out to his left. He takes it himself. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
That's good for a Washington first down.
Here we go, Jack.
First and 10.
Daniels now. That's incomplete left side.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Come on, set. 19,
And send their tight end right. To throw again on second down. Daniels completes one to Ben Sinnott. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Get it. Rocco is ready.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Vacates quickly left side. Gets this one off to Krosky Merritt. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Buying some time left. He tucks it and takes off. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
The QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
2nd and 3 now.
Pack the 60. Pack hot 70. Hot 70.
Firing quickly out line, Daniels. And a big shot keeps him out of the end zone, but they're just a yard away now as that play brings him to 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's go.
Daniels keeps it himself. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Commanders now within 1 score in the 4th. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone.
Kate, I think 2 things were at play here. Not just the brute force to get it done on the QB sneak, but also the element of surprise to run it on 1st down. Job well done.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders get it back to within 6.
Commanders 14.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return coming here from the 12. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow setting up the play action. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. He's gonna be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Can.
At the 16-yard line.
In the red zone now. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Burrow from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Oh no, the ball is loose. And the Commanders pick it up. And they're able to add some extra yards on the turnover too, Brock, as this defense steals away possession. Trying to find his tight end. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. And give it to Kronsky Merritt. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
He's going to run it in here with Kronsky Merritt. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
He'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's slow and incomplete. So they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd downs. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Chased out to his right. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that game.
We can feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop. We're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10.
Deputy!
Again, Daniels to the air. Escapes out to the left. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Risky throw, it's intercepted. Logan Wilson has it. And the Bengals will take over as he reports his first interception of our season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
On 1, ready?
First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go.
They're going to pass it here. On the move, hit it right. And he'll just throw this away, Brock, and that's going to bring us to our 2-minute warning.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that.
1-1, ready?
That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket,
Here we go.
and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces throw.
He completes it in traffic. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. What?
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
I love that jet sweep for so many different reasons, Kate. But I really love when you get your athlete coming across, building up speed, so you can take off once that edge is set. He gets to that field, turns that type of run into a highlight reel run.
And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and
12.
at the 9-yard line.
Another for Harvey. This defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. 5-yard pickup sets him up with 3rd and goal from the 3. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Harvey. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Well, these are the moments that I just live for up in the booth, man. What are you going to do as a play caller? You're going to go for it now? You're going to try to slam it in? Well, if so, you better get a whole lot more.
And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Yikes, that 2-point try was headed the wrong way. Just about everything going wrong on that attempt. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Tag! 70 Timberwolves.
Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. Oh, he has somebody. It's caught. Hits the 20. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag time, rolling right. Brought in right side by McLaurin. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he gets out of bounds, stopping the clock, but not the big play they needed. Just a gain of 5.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Throwing now, Daniels. Going all the way to the end zone here. And that's a touchdown. Great catch there, and with almost no time left. Well, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders trim the deficit down to 5. So with barely any time left, they need everything to break their way. And that's the Bengals who are on that one. And that's a wrap on this ball game. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore. But he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Harvey gets it on the counter. He dodged the tackle. And he picks up the first down for the Bengals. And that is the last thing they need to lock away this win. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. One down, a whole lot.
Check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't state much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't state much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that.